joining me. I'm doing this one live because I've been having trouble uploading. So this is your daily tarot for October 30th. I ask you always to choose the stone that draws you, the one that really resonates. And we'll begin. I'll do a golden nugget card at the end, of course, for further clarification, in case you have an unresolved question as a result of your reading, or you just want more information. For those of you who chose this lovely blue stone, we have the Death card and the Chariot. Okay, and the Ace of Swords. Wow, well, there might be a sudden end to something, but it's a sort of victory here. So I just think I think Source is saying, if there is a sudden end to something in your life, you may know about it already because this Death card kind of tends to be an acceptance. The thing is really done. It can be an internal kind of knowing that something is done, but it can be an end to something so you would be aware of this probably. But the Chariot suggests suddenness. It suggests whether the end was sudden of this thing in your life or whether it just put in motion all kinds of forward movement for you. This is powerful major arcana. With it, though, comes the Ace of Swords, which is the sort of victory. This is Source giving you the way to look at it. This is Source giving you an epiphany, a revelation. For some of you, this ending and this rapid forward movement is internal. It's what's in your mind. It's what you've decided. It's an epiphany that's come. It's a revelation that's come that later you're going to be able to look at and say, boy, that really changed things. If there is something that has ended in your life recently, I really see Source saying, please look at it the way I would let you look at it. Please open your mind to the perspective Source is bringing in. And don't worry if there is some kind of fast forward movement here, or forward movement that feels like it's rocking your chariot back and forth a little bit. Because these two horses, they are pointed out a little bit, but they're going in the same direction. Do not worry. This man, he doesn't have the reins, but he does have a staff. It's sort of like the magician's wand. So it's sort of like he has faith that he's being dragged through the heavens in this chariot to where he does not know for a good reason. And he can turn it into, he can manifest. That's the magician's wand. He can manifest something heavenly on this earth. So the Ace of Swords is going to give you all the clarity you need. Sometimes we don't have great clarity about where we're going to end up when we get this chariot. But we can have a really sharp, on our feet thinking with that Ace of Swords. So if there's an ending to something happening or something you're deciding on with this Ace of Swords, you're deciding to end something, it looks to me that it will allow you to be hopping forward, taking a huge leap forward in your life. So powerful, but definitely transformative, I want to say. Sorry for the camera. For those of you who chose this olive green stone, we have two reversals. We have the Strength card reversed, we have the Queen of Coins, and we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, when we get a reversal, it doesn't negate the card. The card is still there. You still get the Strength card, which is divine strength and protection. The reason it's reversed may be that there's something a little bit, it's hard to unleash the power of that card because there's something that needs to be righted first. And it can be reversed if you don't feel it. If you're not feeling protected, if you're not feeling like you can trust, if you're not feeling strong yourself, but you are. See, that's the Strength card reversed. Now, to right this card, to turn it upright, Sometimes it's knowing you're there. Sometimes it's knowing that you do indeed have that strength. You do indeed have that divine protection over you. It's a quiet strength, right? She sort of soothes the savage beast here. It's a quiet strength, but much stronger than, some of you have somebody coming at you aggressively with this one. That's true. So these two would definitely be opposites, wouldn't they? Because the Knight of Swords, that's sort of that brash, I've got to win, I'm charging forward, and it's reversed. So that means like the more negative connotations of this card, I would say, meaning maybe doesn't see the whole picture, but sure thinks they do. Sure thinks that they've got it. So this can be that, in which case your strength, this is nothing compared to the enduring strength here that you have around you, that you have supporting you. For some of you, this isn't about somebody coming at you aggressively or verbally or what have you. For some of you, this is about a plan, because see, the Knights can also be plans halfway to completion. And maybe you just haven't been feeling very strong lately, and you haven't been able to really feel like you get some momentum. But, this card is here. Your strength is absolutely here. And the Queen of Coins is your stability. It can be about, if this is a plan for you rather than a person, it can be about planning for greater security and stability in money, in health, in well-being, in wealth. So they're very good cards. I feel like this is your major arcana. It's a very powerful card. This is about stability, which is always reassuring. If you feel like you have been temporarily weakened, or you're not feeling the strength, or this is a problem, I guess what I'm saying is Source is obviously saying you absolutely have the strength and you absolutely have the protection. So that's a good message. Okay, for those of you who chose this pink stone, we have the Hermit, we have the King of Cups, we have the Seven of Wands. All right, the Hermit's your major arcana, very spiritual card, very spiritual card. There may be a message for you. There may be a need to sort of separate yourself out for a bit and connect spiritually with Source. And that would likely go quite well for you today. You're standing your ground in something. So there is a challenge. There are some challenges coming at you, but look at you over here. You're steady and you ride the waves. You ride it out. You don't even look like you get too upset. You maintain your balance, your emotional balance. You maintain your balance with other people. So that just comes from maturity. And you use your insight. So I see the cards of somebody who is having to stand their ground with something. There is, there are things that are challenging in their lives. And in fact, some others may be challenging you directly, disagreeing with you, saying, no, I don't think you have the right priority. I think these are the right priorities. What have you, bringing some fire at you. Or you just have a number of things coming at you and you're going to just stick to your one priority because that's right. But whatever you're standing your ground about, boy, your spiritual sustenance allows you to do it. You have come to a point in your development where you are able to draw upon that spiritual sustenance from day to day, even if something difficult is going on. It's sort of like if you connect with spirit, you connect with helpers on the other side, you will be helped. It will work. You've learned that. You've developed that. If you follow your intuition, it's better for standing your ground. It helps you to stand your ground just based on your intuition alone, because you have familiarized yourself with this, and you know When you know something, you know it, you know it. So that's a terrific, terrific set of cards. For those of you who would like a little further clarification from the Golden Nugget card, we have got the High Priestess. Now this High Priestess tells you if your intuition was hearing something during your reading, you can trust it. The High Priestess is the oracle. The High Priestess just knows things. And she knows things she doesn't even try to describe how she knows them. She just knows them. And she connects with others on the spiritual, telepathic kind of level. So sometimes we get the High Priestess when we're thinking of others in our lives. And I think we're being told that we can positively affect their lives even if we're not near them. You know, we can send our intentions. We can say our prayers. We can send healing love. We can ask for conflicts to be resolved. We can do these things with the High Priestess. She communicates telepathically. You know, a lot of times I'm doing medium readings and I'm hearing from the other side. The thing is, people send intentions, they send communications, their higher self sends communications, even when they're alive. You know, somebody doesn't have to be on the other side for you to pick up on something they're feeling and experiencing and thinking. And you don't have to be on the other side for you to positively affect their day, for you to communicate with them spiritually on a spiritual level. So, you know, it's an amazing thing when we open up the way we think about how we live in this physical world. And we're actually straddling more than one dimension. All right. Well, I thank you all so very, very much. I hope you have a terrific day. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.